Hi everyone, let's do this question. This is a question which I have created based on the questions available in the GMAT Advanced Question book. Now let's read the question. John has written a self-learning program. He notices that the amount of energy consumed follows a pattern which he represents as E of x is equal to 0.03 x square minus 10x plus 10,000, where x is the number of hours it spends learning. The table below shows the energy consumed for x between 10 and 60. For which of the following intervals is the average rate of decrease in energy the least? Alright, pause the video, give it a try, and then let's try to do this question together. Alright, we are back. I hope you have given it a try. And remember, if you have not yet subscribed to this channel, do subscribe and hit the bell icon and comment below I subscribed and I will personally reply to you. Alright, now let's get back and solve this question. Now, John has written a self-learning computer program, and over here we have this table, and x is the number of hours this program tries to learn, and E of x is a function of x, which is the number of hours, and it gives us the energy consumed. Now, as per the question, we need to find in which interval, which is given in these 5 options, is the average rate of decrease in energy the least. Now, if we want to find the rate of decrease, we just need to find final minus initial divided by the time used for it, right? Again, remember always the rate of decrease is final minus initial divided by, again over here it's delta y by delta x, right? Or if you have a graph, right? Let's say you have a graph, and over here we represent y, and over here we have x, and let's say this is the graph. Now we have 2 points over here. Okay, so this, let's say this is y2 and let's say this is y1, and at this point itself we have x2 and we have x1. Now if you want to find, in this case it's a increase because as you see the graph is going up, but then the same thing follows if it's a decrease also, right? So I could have drawn the graph like this also. In that case it would have been a decreasing graph. So that does not matter. But if you want to find the rate of change, which can be a rate of increase or rate of decrease, you need to do final minus initial. So over here that would be y2 minus y1 divided by the time period, right? Or in this case, whatever is that is changing, which is the not a dependent variable, that's what we call x, right? So that would be x2 minus x1. So in this case, you can see that for all these intervals, right, it's 10. The denominator is 10. So that's why directly I've put 10 over here. You can see 20 minus 10 is 10, 30 minus 20 is 10, 40 minus 30 is 10, and it goes on in a similar manner for all the options. So therefore, if you want to find the least, so for which of the following intervals is the average rate of decrease in energy the least, we just need to find this value over here, final minus initial by 10 for all the 5 intervals and see for which it is the least. Now the good thing over here in this question is the denominator in each of these 5 cases is 10, so we don't need to consider that, right? We just need to find final minus initial in each of these 5 cases, and in whichever case that would be the least, that would give us the interval for which the average rate of decrease in energy is the least. So that's it about this question. So let's go ahead and try to find the difference between final minus initial. So when x is 10 and 20, the final value is 9812, initial value is 9903, right? So if you subtract these two, you will get 91. All right. Now the next one is 20 and 30. Again, go ahead and subtract. So if you subtract 9812 and 9727, if you take the difference, you will get 85. Okay. What about the next case? We have 30 and 40. Again, 9727, 9648. You can just subtract, right? 17 minus 8 gives you 9. And in a similar manner, you can go for, right? So you get 79 over here. And what about the next case? You have 40 and 50. So again, go ahead and subtract these two. So you will get 73 over here. And then you have 50 and 60. Again, go ahead and subtract these two. You will get 67. You can see that the least among all of these is the decrease in the interval 50 to 60. So the correct answer to this question is option E. All the best in your preparation.